good battle. Trapagos. Yep, I called it. Oh my goodness, Trapagos is back. But we got a different mix in the party. We got 2 Intimidate and Fake Out users with Hitmontop and Incineroar. Metagross, Trapagos, Porygon 2, and Primarina. I think that, I mean, again, really this kind of construction of team is really tough because what does Trapagos excel in? It's very bulky, and it doesn't really need much of the special attack boost because you're going to get that with the Terra boost, right? So if you're ever looking for a really strong Pokemon, as a whole Trapagos actually is a lot more stronger than I thought it would be. And also, too, its only weakness, because it's natural and normal type, is fighting-type Pokemon, and it's really hard to fit fighting-type Pokemon on a team, or fighting-type moves. Fairy's just really good, so Trapagos really gets to thrive because of it. Funny enough, we're actually seeing the reverse of what happened in Gen 1, where Gen 1, fighting-type moves weren't really great, because Psychics were so good, and Psychics being really good helped Normals become really good, and here it's like that, but Fairy types, right? Oh yeah, Team Technician. I feel like Team Technician definitely would be really strong here. You do that with Fake Out, and you can even do that with the Tail Slap loaded dice. Oh man, you're just gonna you're just pouring so much damage. It's gonna be crazy. Alright, we gotta decide what to do, and I haven't even made a decision. So we'll go with Ninetales, because why not? We'll go with Incineroar, we'll go with Primarina, and we're gonna go with Raging Bolt. I don't think that this is actually really great. Hey, no worries. Well, hey, if you want me to help build that out, I'm more than happy to. Basically, what we can do is just take the rest of the meta, and then we just swap one Fake Out user. Like, Babio and a team that would have used Incineroar, hey, no worries. We would probably swap that out for we could easily swap that out for, like, Incineroars, Iron Palm or something. Alright, so we're gonna see the Terra shift Terapagos already. That doesn't really make a difference. But we do have the board. Actually, I think it does tell us something. Does it tell Terapagos' speed? I don't know, but I am gonna freeze dry Primarina, and I am gonna Fake Out their Terapagos. Yeah, Apom and Ambipom are in Scarlet and Violet. They were, yeah, the grass. Yeah, so Apollo, if you don't know, Bridge is actually he collects. Bridge Apollo is a big shiny hunter. Like, this boy will beat us in every single shiny race, and I'll be like well ahead, and Apollo's like, nah, man, I beat you. And then Bridge actually collects shiny Pokemon that are grass types. So that's kind of like his thing, where Bridge is really focused on, like, let me try to grab as many shiny Pokemon that are and try to complete that deck too. So yeah, y'all would be really good friends, being shiny friends right there. So Trapagos is gonna Terraform 0. Yep, gonna stop the snow here. And Protect, actually. Okay, so I do like that. I wonder what Primarina's then gonna go for. Probably just Hyper Voice, right? Alright, we get to fire off this Freeze Dry, so do a decent amount of damage, not much. And we're gonna see Charm. Okay, I'm not opposed to that. I feel okay. I think, who do I have? I brought Bolt, right? Yeah. Their Primarina's their biggest threat. I'm down to Aurora Veil, Freeze Dry, and I'll Parting Shot into their Trapagos. Basically just trying to lower Trapagos' effectiveness here. That's kind of the main thing. Alright, so Trapagos actually switches out. Oh, yeah, no, congrats on the, completing the Bulbasaur line. That's awesome. Porygon 2 uses Trace. Actually, my Porygon 2 from Salt Lake used Trace as well. Dang, yeah. And Primarina also switches out, as well. So, they're going to bring in Hitmontop. Okay, so we actually get they're really focused in on lowering Incineroar's attack here, which is fine by me. I get to fire off this Freeze Dry. Does decent damage. And then Incineroar is going to go ahead and go with Parting Shot. My guess here is that they're going to be pivoting into trying to set up Trick Room. So I think with that, I don't mind bringing in... Well, you can only Fake Out one of my 2 Pokemon, right? So I'm down to use Primarina right now and try to Moonblast into their Hitmontop. So I'm going to Moonblast into Hitmontop, and I'm going to... I think I'm actually going to set up Calm Mind. I'll do that. Knowing that Trick Room is going to go up, I am not too worried about the speeds right now. I think the main thing is I need to be mindful of... Okay, sure. Decent amount of damage on Hitmontop. Hitmontop eats the Citrus Berry. Totally fine here. And then Porygon 2 is going to be setting up Trick Room, right? Okay. So, Porygon 2 could have Eerie Impulse, which is a move that I remember. Yeah, you gotta go slow! And you're slowing down the game right there. Porygon 2 could probably have Eerie Impulse. I don't mind Hyper Voicing as well to get a +1 in my special attack. And then it might pressure Porygon 2 to use Eerie Impulse again. Porygon 2 could also switch out. But I think in this case, Coaching on Porygon 2? What does Porygon 2 know? I feel like the opponent's really invested in lowering, like, upping their defenses here. But, because we saw Intimidate, we see Charm. And I think the main thing is they're really worried about... I think they really especially invested in Trapagos. But they are... Yeah, I don't... Okay. Yeah, Giga... That would be weird, though. Because, like, Porygon 2... Terra Porygon 2 back in the day was really... was like a surprise factor. And you do something like that, right? Giga Impact or something. And kind of lower that. Trapagos comes back out. I do feel confident in switching out Ninetales right now for Bolt. And I kind of want to target into Porygon, into Trapagos with Moonblast, trying to get as much damage as I can on it. Bolt also, I don't think I need a Terra right now. And that's one of the scary things. Like, I wish I could Terra, but you can't. But none of my Terras really help out, except for probably to avoid Moonblast. But I could... Oh, that's clean. Look at that. We're doing some clean damage with that Moonblast. I think a double up like Thunderbolt into Moonblast should help us out here. And Bolt can't get paralyzed either. Alright, so Trapagos fires off Terra Starstorm. Yeah, we're going to try to use their Trick Room against them. We take that pretty comfortably. Trapagos hasn't had enough boost. Yeah, I can definitely see that too, where they're really worried about Incineroar and definitely trying to get that defense boost. But yeah, I brought all special attackers in this fight, so I'm down to just keep at it. Trapagos could definitely protect here. I can definitely see that, but then you have to ask yourself, what is Porygon 2 doing here that will help turn the tide? Probably we undo Trick Room, right? That would definitely do it. Porygon 2 switches, which is fine, into Primarina again, right? Okay. And I think if Primarina protects, if Trapagos protects here, no, it doesn't. Okay, this might be I might just get a big knockout here. Yep. Woo! We did it, guys! We have beat the Turtle on Turtle! Can we get some hype in the chat for that? Let's go! Oh my goodness. Woo! Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it was definitely something that just didn't help their game plan. And they really focused in on, I need to get my physical hitters out here. Smack down like a Koopa Troopa. Absolutely. Porygon 2 traces, and it gets Liquid Voice, which doesn't help it out at all. We have one more turn of Trick Room. I'm down to switch over from Raging Bolt into Ninetales. And I will go ahead and fire off a... Calm Mind at this point seems kind of redundant. I don't mind putting in as much damage as possible on Primarina. Because I don't think Porygon 2 can 1v4 my team. And especially too, I get Aurora Veil up and things like that. Like, I can... I mean, basically, I'll just do enough damage. One thing I do need to be mindful of, Porygon 2 does get access to recover. But, like I said, if I pour in as much damage on Primarina as possible, not bad, but everyone's paralyzed. And then, yeah, Porygon 2 just uses just vanilla Terra Blast, which is pretty good, yeah, if you decide to Terra. But at this point, we should be pretty solid. So, I'm down to fire off an Aurora Veil, and I will Hyper Void. Alright. I think I'll Protect. I'll give myself a turn. Porygon 2 could reset up Trick Room, but it feels not good for it to set up Trick Room. because then Primarina outspeeds, right? So their Primarina has to target down my Primarina. Or Porygon 2 targets down my Primarina, sure. And the Primarina goes for Moonblast, but the special attack lowering isn't fun. But Primarina's reveals that it's Life Orbed. Okay. So this is definitely not over yet, just because I don't want Porygon 2 to find a way to run away with this. So I think what I want to do, obviously Fake Out, but I think I'm going to Moonblast into Porygon 2, and I'll Fake Out into Primarina. Excuse me. And then the following turn, if they decide to use yeah, so we Fake Out, we get the knockout on Primarina, so we're good there. I don't want to Terra any of my Pokemon, really. It depends on what they, what Porygon 2 reveals, but I don't think Terrain really makes a difference. Yeah, it's going to be Thunder Wave. And I don't want to Terra Raging Bolt, because I don't want to get hit by the Thunder Wave, so. I imagine their strategy is, how long can we outlast well, the whole, yeah, I mean, I can just lower Porygon 2's damage output, right? So I'm going to Moonblast. And the idea behind this is try to get a special attack drop. Yeah, I mean, it was, what? Thunder Wave, Terra Blast, Recover, Trick Room. So their only offensive option is Terra Blast. We already saw it used once. If you can't beat 3 Pokemon. I'm not going to Terra Raging Bolt either. And I can set up multiple Aurora Veils. Like, I'm not going to let you win this. I get the recovery thanks to leftovers. And how many turns? I got Snow, 1 more turn, but Aurora Veil is going to last. So, I'll switch back into Incineroar, and I'll just Protect. Cool. Yeah, and that was the nice thing. Yeah, to Bridget's point, the fear of physical attacks were non-existent, and the opponent over-indexing on that really hurt them. Because I brought Bolt. I think it definitely would have been a difference if I did bring, like if I did bring, whatchamacallit, Araquanid, for instance. That honestly would have made a huge difference. The charm, the coaching, those types of moves, but because they overtly invested in that, it honestly did not. I did not care. I'm down for Fake Out here, and I'm down to use Thunderbolt into yeah. So I get the Fake Out off, and I get to fire off Thunderbolt. Yeah, that's not much, and I'm gonna just keep on lowering your special attack and with Parting Shot. So I'm gonna Parting Shot here. I'm gonna switch you out to Ninetales. How many turns of Aurora Veil I got? I got 3 more turns. Yeah, I think Protecting is fine. Yeah, I mean, why risk anything? No crits or anything. Not just make it as easy as possible. Sure, you Terra Blast. Who cares? That did 21 damage. Did 21 damage. We're fine. That's the only offensive move you have too. So, yeah, why bother? Yeah, we're just standing tall, standing strong. So we don't have to do anything crazy. We'll get this KO soon enough. Yeah, I'll just Protect here, and then I'll bring back Incineroar. And I still have my Citrus Berry. Yeah, the opponent recognizes that, and they decided to forfeit. So, more Porygon 2, more like Porygon the Grave, yeah. Oh man, yeah. And unfortunately, that's one of the challenges Porygon 2 is that offensively it doesn't offer as much as you'd like it to, and because we were able to get some clean KOs, we were able to beat them. I think that Thunder Wave honestly worked against them, because setting up Trick Room and having Thunder Wave meant that I am slower in Trick Room. Now, some full paras, that definitely is scary, but yeah, I think I would rework that Porygon 2 moveset.